Hello friends, it is very difficult to survive in the face of nature, right? Creatures are born every day and thousands of creatures are very difficult to stay in nature in a running life because friends get new life with great difficulty by the grace of God. Therefore the emblematic organism produces progeny like itself and gives birth to their common property to continue their their lineage tradition, who gives birth to a child like himself. In the same way, all animals of this nature also give birth to progeny to carry forward their lineage tradition. Today we will know about 6 such animals never heard before. This wonder how can give birth that animals learns about more to be in video until the end. Scientists just discovered these 6 bizarre and beautiful animal species that show what it takes to survive on Earth against the odds. Zero animals have distinct way of giving birth depending on the species. Babies can come from the male or female and the process of laying and hatching eggs varies widely. For giraffe, the process of reproduction starts when a male giraffe drinks female's urine to determine whether or not she is heat. Female giraffes are pregnant for 14 to 15 months. When they go into labor, they stand up to push the calf out. When the baby giraffe emerges, it drops to the ground. This fall can be about 6 feet and it's helped the giraffe's umbilical cord break. At birth, baby giraffe weigh in at about 100 to 150 pounds and are 6 feet tall. The calf of giraffe survives a new life with its mom without fear, with great enthusiasm. Hyena. Female hyenas have 3 times more testosterone than males, which results in a peculiar and the risky labor process. Female hyenas give birth through their clitoris, also a pseudo-finish. The birth canal of hyena is only about 1 inch across and consequently many hyena babies do not survive. Suffocation is a frequent occurrence for the cubs, as is the death of first-time hyena mother. Other animals have a pseudo penis to such as squirrel, monkeys, llamas, horses, a cat like carnivorous mammals, and the Benthican mammals with a face like cats and body like bears. Platypus. The platypus is one of the few mammals that lays eggs. The platypus is one of the 5 mammals that lays eggs. The female builds a burrow and lays her eggs there. The eggs exist for 2 weeks and then the female platypus incubates the eggs for another 10 days by warming them with her tail. The female helps the egg hatching process along with an egg tooth, a tooth-like structure that the platypus develops to break the shell of the eggs, and a crankles, a strong bump on the snout. Evolutionary characteristics that the platypus still has from its reptilian days. Kangaroos. Female marsupials, a category that includes kangaroos, wallabies, and opossums, have 2 uterus. They also have 3 vaginas, 2 for intercourse and a third for giving birth. Marsupials don't have placenta like most mammals, and marsupials babies only gestate for about a month. Then they are born in an embryonic state, although their eyes and ears are hardly mature at this stage. Their nose, mouth, and front limbs are developed enough to climb into their mother's pouch, where they continue growing. Young marsupials depend heavily on their mother's milk to flourish. Seahorse. The seahorse is a member of the Cygnethidae family of fish, which has over 300 species. To reproduce, the female seahorse leaves her egg in the male seahorse brood pouch, where the eggs are fertilized. Sometimes the eggs are attached to the male's tail instead. After about 20 days, the male gives birth to more than 1000 tiny seahorses. Elephant. The male elephant is referred to as a bull, the female as a cow, and the baby as a calf. The male elephant will begin mating between the age of 10 and 14 years, while the female elephant will begin to mate between the age of 12 and 15 years. After mating, the bull and cow elephants do not stay together. The bull elephants usually mates with several different may push but before the calf, appearing like a balloon-like matter. The elephants may attempt to rub off the protecting bladder. The calf passes through the birth canal, and the mother separates the amniotic bladder from the newborn. The mother sniffs and blows on the calf. Once she accepts her calf, the mother will pull it toward. An hour after arriving, the newborn calf is able to stand. A few hours later, the newborn elephant is walking after learning to stand on its own feet. The calf's next goal is to find his mother's breast and begin nursing. Calves nurse for about this animal.